All right, welcome to the WolfShadePodcast, episode 76. This is the season 3 finale of the podcast. I am your host, Wolfshade, and I am just bringing you this final episode on a good Wednesday evening because, I got nothing better to do. But above all, I'm just here bringing you the final episode of season 3 before season 4 comes in September. And what a good way to end season 3 with this lovely person right here. She's one of the renowned cosplayers. Obviously, she's renowned cosplayers in the DMV, New York, wherever you name it. She's been that. She's all over the place. Like one of my good friends, and she goes by Kayla. Probably go by different names. She goes by KaylaKosplays with a K on Instagram. But I'm gonna let her introduce herself because I suck at this.
Hey, I'm Kayla, or you could call me Kay. It's Kayla Z cosplay, bro. Kayla Z cosplay.
Okay, I didn't pay attention to the Z part. I'll be blunt.
It's all right. It's all right. It used to be a gamer tag, to be honest with you. Kayla Z 729, to be honest with you. Started off when I was in middle school.
Middle
It's a little,
school.
yeah, it's a little play off of that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Since we kind of just going into the things of cosplay and everything, like what kind of got you started on cosplay?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. So I always tell everybody this. So since I was 12 watching Soul Eater on Netflix in middle school, I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yo, what is this? This is a banger. And then I started watching Jessica Negri's videos and I was like, what is cosplay? What are these conventions? Where can you find a convention? Where could I go to one? And then I was just researching and researching. They were like, "Oh, go on AliExpress and whatnot." Bro, I had an AliExpress since I was 12. I've been building that shit since I was 12. I reopened it 2020. Yeah, 2020 I reopened it. I was like, "I'm gonna start this shit again, but I'm gonna actually do it with adult money. Let's go."
Okay. All right.
So my first cosplay, well, actually, my first cosplay, I thrifted it. So I thrifted it and went to a cosplay convention in North Carolina because that's where I was living at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called Ichiban Con.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, COVID happened, moved to New York. And then I was like, I'm gonna be Toko Fukawa at my job on Halloween because I work on Halloween. And then I was like, hey, I slayed that shit. So I'm gonna take this to Anime NYC. I never heard of this con before, didn't even know it was big. So took it to Anime NYC and the rest is history, bro.
Okay. All right. Okay. So when it comes to cosplay, obviously people come to cosplay for specific reasons. I mean, people come in for the fame. People come in because they just want to dress up as certain characters. People come in, obviously because they want to have fun. Like, what was kind of the reason why you came to cosplay?
I came to cosplay because it's been my passion again since I was in middle school. And I used to be obsessed with anime. Now, not so much. I read mangas
Mm-hmm.
and I try to like there's this new manga that's out that's about to have an adaptation. It's called Tamon's B-side.
I think I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna have an adaptation, so I'm trying to catch up before it even gets animated.
Okay.
So, um, I think it's because of that driven passion since I was 12. And I
Okay.
want to up my game this year. This year I'm going to focus on wig styling, maybe some crafting
Okay.
question mark,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So pray for me, bro. Pray for me.
No, I get that. I get that. Um, I actually do get that because sometimes cosplaying can explain the character, the artistic design in you and everything. So I get that. I mean, coming from somebody that kind of does it on and off myself because I do more of manga work and everything from the stuff that I work on, but I can kind of sense that from what you've been doing. But I would say when it comes to cosplay, was it like a specific character that you kind of resonate with? Because I know you have your own like different sets of cosplays
Hmm.
that you do, and I don't think I know the specific one you always cosplay the most, but maybe I'm tripping. But I'm always seeing you cosplay as Marin from My Dress Up Darling. Well, I must be
Yeah.
tripping. I must be
I do
tripping.
resonate even though like she's a teenager, bro. I know people are gonna hate on me on that shit. But like I feel like her energy was like me the most when I was in high school, and I
Mm-hmm.
really resonate with that, and like that's definitely like how I feel now since I first got my foot in the door with cosplaying. Like this has definitely been a passion built up into my adult life
Mm-hmm.
since then, and I definitely resonate with her. But like honestly, a character since I really kinned was Toko Fukawa. I wish I could bring her back, bro, but like she's kind of retired. But I want to do something with my prop that I got from Spirit Halloween. Ugh. I know, right? Spirit Halloween, but like I know I need to get some acrylic paint and douse like the censored out blood from
Mm-hmm.
Danganronpa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I got to do something special for her because when I tell you so I'm a makeup artist and I went to esthetician school and we had avant-garde day and I said, "You know what? I know these basic girls are just gonna do some regular makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. I'm gonna show them I'm a cosplayer and I actually do this for a living." So I pulled up first day with my cosplay makeup. We had an hour and 30 minutes to do our makeup. I was like, I can do that in an hour. I finished. Everyone's like, where's your hair? I was like, this is my hair. They're like, you got a wig on? I was like, yeah. They're like, oh my God, her eyebrows match her wig. I was like, hell yeah, because I colored that shit in. I even showed up with the prop too. I was going crazy hard. So once I accomplished like my final look for Toko Fukawa, I was like, I really resonate with her so hard. So like there's two characters that I resonate hard with. There's Toko Fukawa and Marin Kitagawa.
Okay. And since you brought up Toka Fugawa, like what kind of special connections do you kind of have with that character?
Even though I don't have her diagnosis, I do resonate with her because she is in representation of people with mental disorders.
Yeah.
Her mental disorder is DID. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
DID, but
Yeah.
like I can kind of resonate with her to a sense when it means struggling with a mental disorder.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, okay. The series that Toka Fugawa is from, would you recommend the series or game or movie that she's from? Because it's been a minute since I heard that freaking
Yeah,
name.
since it's died down and the teenagers aren't raving about it and like no one's like emoting it anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
I would definitely recommend watching gameplays or just watching the first anime, just the first anime. Don't watch the other animes, to be honest with you. But
Mm-hmm.
I say just watch the gameplays of all of the games and the first anime. That's
Okay.
it. That's it. Don't watch anything else, bro. You don't have to go so deep.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. You technically answered three questions in one. Didn't expect that. Okay. Um, what part of your costume was kind of hard to make when it comes to? I would just say any costume in general.
Mm, I remember like wigs is like my hardest thing, but I like
Mm-hmm.
messing around with them sometimes. Costumes, to be honest with you, I only made one half of a costume when I had a
Mm-hmm.
mentor, and it was my
Mm-hmm.
Starfire chill version.
Okay.
That one, you saw me in that one.
Yeah.
So I made the resin for that one. It was pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool. I liked it. The little
Okay.
jewels on there. That
Mm-hmm.
was pretty fun. It took like a couple days for it to dry out. That was pretty fun. It wasn't that hard. And
Okay.
I think my Gusai wig for Anime New York City, I don't remember what year. I think 2023. I just went one day, not
Okay.
2020. Yeah, 2023. I went on a Sunday. Um, it was so last minute. I had a con crunch. I was like, I just got this wig. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna scissor it up and figure the rest later. Figure the
Okay.
rest later. Just go on my day with this cosplay. And my friend lent me her cosplay. So yeah, I think it looked good, but when I got my photos back from my photographer, I was like, I could have done a little bit something more. So I went back home, played with the wig a little bit more, and took
Hmm.
some videos. And I was like, see, now it looks better. Now it looks
Okay.
better. Threw it in a
Okay.
bag and forgot about it. Don't know where she's at.
Okay. 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 Hmm. When it comes to cosplay, for me, obviously, we're going to have the elitists in the community and stuff like that. That kind of just like think they're better than everybody, and just kind of ruin the fun for people. Like, what is kind of your thoughts on that? What bothers you like in cosplay?
Yo, I had that interaction actually at Katsu. Yo, I I don't know why they think that they're like that, bro. Like just because you got all this clout, like you don't need to feel that sort of entitlement, bro. Like, yeah, like I know a couple content creators that are actual human beings and treat you like a human being too. Like I treat if you're like a content creator, I'm gonna still treat you like a human being. I'm gonna
Yeah.
respect you. So I'm gonna tell you about this interaction. I'm not gonna name no names. I'm just gonna tell you about the interaction.
Oh, I was thinking
Um
of.
I met this girl for the second time. She was talking to me. We were bonding about I was Yandere Simulator Ayano, and we
Oh, I know
were
what you're talking about.
yeah,
Never mind.
we were bonding about how we were both Yandere characters from Yandere games. And then
Hmm.
she walks off. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I see somebody that I really want to talk to. I'm gonna go talk to them." I was like, "Okay, Pookie, dry your tears," because she was crying to me about something. I was like, "Dry your tears and go have fun, okay? Be safe." She's like, "Okay." And then I see who she's talking to, I was like, "Oh, I really look up to that person and their craftsmanship. They're really cool. I want to take a picture with them, but I'm not going to interrupt their conversation with her. I'm just going to
Hmm.
talk to their other friends and wait until they come to a pause into their conversation."
Hmm.
Um, their other friends, amazing cosplayers. Like one was Eggman and one was the villain from the Goofy movie too, like the
Hmm.
college frat boy
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was amazing. He was awesome. He was so chill. So I was just talking to both of them, the Eggman and the I don't even know what his name is, the villain from the Goofy Movie 2 movie, but they were chill. And then I see that my friend comes to a pause with the cosplayer. They're cosplayed as Max. I
Hmm.
was like, okay, now is an opportunity to like maneuver my way in and ask for a picture with all of them. I don't even care if Eggman's in the photo. Get
Hmm.
multi-universe, bro. Get a picture with all of them. They're all chill. I
Yeah.
was like, "Hi, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you mind if I could get a picture of all of you guys?" And then their friend, they were like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't mind. We were chilling and talking to her. Like she's super chill." And
Hmm.
the Max looks at me. They're like, "Okay." I was like,
Mm.
"You don't have to if you don't want to. It's fine." And they were like, "No, no, it's fine. Whatever." And then I was like, "Okay." Like you could always say no. Like if you feel uncomfortable with something, you could always say no. They're like, "No, it's fine." And then I take the pictures. I can sense that the max is off, but the rest of
Yeah.
their buddies is fine. I take
Yeah.
the pictures. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna delete these pictures because he looked like there's something off. And then I go to talk to my other friend who happens to be a content creator because I saw him walking by. I was like, "Hey, dude, I haven't seen you since Anime NYC." He was like, "Yeah, you." Blah, blah, blah." And then I take a quick picture with him, and he says, "I gotta run though, so I'll catch you later." I was like, "Yeah, have a safe con." But then the Max butts in, does the same interaction I had with him, tries to mimic what I did with him, but in a cringe anime-esque way. So he goes like, "Oh my gosh, can I take a picture with you guys?"
Hmm.
But only to my friend who happens to be a content creator. He takes a picture with my friend that's a content creator, and
Hmm.
then he looks at me, and then he goes like, "Mm, mm," and I'm like, "What?" I just burst into laughter. I'm like, bro, what the fuck was that?
Mm-mm.
I was like, that's not how I acted, but if they really want to reenact an anime scene, I'm gonna give you an Oscar.
Oh man, that's yeah, it's very unique
The
and cringe.
quickest unfollow I did to that content creator. I'm like, I'm not supporting you anymore. And I tried telling my friend too that she was crying to me and we were bonding over yandere characters. I
Mm-hmm.
tried telling her, I was like, hey, do you think they're okay? Something seems off. They didn't feel comfortable with the picture. She was like, no, 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 she's just in character. You know how like Max is like, oh, blah. I was like, dude, Max is the son of Goofy. That nigga Goofy. What do you mean Max is all black because he's a teenager? No, he's not. He's madly obsessed with Roxanne and all goofy, bro. He's not like that.
Oh man. I listen. I'm not gonna say I don't have moments like that. It's just like obviously I've ran into people in the community that are a bit egotistical and stuff like that. But knowing the type of person I am, man, I would call that out so fast. But it was just like one situation happened, and this was like the year before this year at Katsu. And I was meeting my friends and everything, not gonna name anybody, but I was meeting them, saying hello to everybody and everything because half of the time when I was there, everybody keeps saying I look like Berlizzi. I'm like, I'm like, wow. So I'm like, everybody keeps saying, he was like, you look like Berlizzi, right? I was like, no, I didn't know that. No, not paying attention to that. But thank you though. So I've been hearing that for like the last few hours and so and everything. And then I saw one of the cosplayers whom I used to be a big fan of, but also understood that at certain times, obviously people coming up to you and everything, and you get tired and everything. People, actors, celebrities, famous cosplayers, like they're human too. I get that, but when she was going to leave, I had to go somewhere real quick, so I just literally had to speed around her. So I was like, "Excuse me, pardon me," and then I said, "Big fan of your work," and kept it moving. And then out the blue, I didn't expect this outburst from her. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She was like yelling and stuff like that, saying, "You're not respectful" and all this other stuff. I was like, "Well, and I said to her, I stopped like for mid 5 minutes, and I was like, should I be rude or just walk away? And then I was like, oh yeah, right. Is that it? Yep. Okay, cool. So so I was thinking to myself, so I was like, okay, should I be rude or should I just walk away? And then he was saying like, do I hear you, you hear me talking? I was like, Jesus, here we go. So I turned around and said, I was like, look, I said, excuse me, because I was in a hurry somewhere. I'm not paying attention to you. So I know everybody else is paying attention to you, but I'm not. It's just, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but it's just like, don't be rude to me because I'm not focused on you. And then out the blue, that started like a bunch of different arguments for some reason. I was like, oh, Jesus, what did I do? So after that happened, we actually the funny after that happened, I followed her, and then what made it more funny this year, I actually ran into her again, and then somehow, someone we had a clean conversation.
What do you mean?
So like she was apologetic from like the whole situation that happened, which I understand because
Oh,
it
okay,
was just it
okay.
was just like the heat, the moment, and everything, which I freaking get. It's just like I'm not gonna be rude to you just because you was rude to me. Obviously, sense from your face that you was tired. Because I told her, I was like, I'm sure you have dudes hitting on you on the daily. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry that men can't just back off. It's just, and then I made her laugh a little bit when I was like, it's men like me that get shitted on for being respectful. I was like, she was like, what do you mean? I was like, one, I joke too much. Two, I make too many dirty jokes. And three, I make it for the boys, but yes, some lady gets uncomfortable from it. That's the shit I get into. And then she started laughing. I was like, see, I knew it was easy to make you laugh. So I was like, you're gonna laugh at my downfalls. That hurts. And then she started laughing hysterically again. So I was like, okay. now I know to make you laugh. I was like, it's good. And I told her, I was like, it's good that we talked about it and not just end up hating each other because when it comes to the world of cosplay, don't get me wrong, it's just like I can't come into the world of cosplay and have a riding elitist attitude. I have to. Obviously, I know there's going to be some people that are fans of my work or whatever, which surprisingly, I found out a lot of people are. But it's just like you see me this year at concert when I was tired as hell, but I still came to talk to you. And I was like I told one girl, I was like, here's three things that I can be and still talk to you. I was like, I could be tired, I could be in a good mood, and I could be drunk as hell and still talk to you. Like, I'm not gonna be rude like that. It's like I'm not gonna be rude unless you piss me off, but you haven't pissed me off yet. But but it's just like I'm not the type of person. What bothers me is just like I don't like when other people that think that they're better than everybody just ruin the fun for
Mhm.
everybody. And then it's just like, okay, like why are you coming for people that's like calling you out on your behavior? Because it's like three cosplayers. It's like a lot of cosplayers that open my eyes up on a lot of things. Like you open my eyes up about a lot of things. Like a bunch of my other friends open up a lot of eyes on a lot of things. It's just like I was like, okay, I need to back off from these people then. But it's just like I want people to have fun in the world of cosplay. But when it comes to, the toxicity, the how can I put this appropriately? The toxicity, the obviously the messed up stuff. Like when it comes to that, I like you can call out that behavior. Like, yes, call out the
Mhm.
people that are rude, call the people that are weirdos, call the people that are you know, crazy. Like
Mhm.
so people can be mindful of it. But what I've noticed is a lot of people wouldn't do that because they're friends with them. So,
Mhm.
so I'm like, so I'm bad for defending myself, but you're not going to call this person that's actually bad. But it's just like, I want people to have fun in cosplay, regardless of their skin color, weight, the way they look. It's technically the same thing, but it's just like, yeah, I want people to have fun. But let me not make this about me. But it's just like, that's how I feel. And it's just like, I didn't expect to be called wrong for that, but it's the world we live in.
Mhm. I feel
So
you on that.
yeah, so but it's just like for me, I just want people to like have fun and it's just like people don't want others to some people don't want others to have fun. It's like another question when I mentioned to people, I mentioned this to a friend yesterday. I was like, when you cosplay a character, do you think it's important to be in character?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so, but if you a Deadpool, I'ma look at you like you have to be Ryan Reynolds. Please be Ryan Reynolds. Imma have to listen closely to see if you have that accent or else Imma cry. Imma cry if you just some dude in a suit not acting the way he acts, bro.
What's crazy, I didn't even have my Deadpool costume, but when I was just talking to you for 1 second, you said your voice, you got that Ryan Reynolds voice. I was like, I'm sorry, what? You just said that to me so randomly. I was like, oh, I see what you mean. Like, obviously, it's very hard to be comedic, especially in this damn community. Like, you can be comedic, but at the end of the day, not a lot of people are gonna like that. But I was like, what's wrong with just being comedic? Like, obviously, you know me, I joke 24/7. There's nothing wrong with that. But
Mhm.
it's just like why let people have fun? It's just like I always tell people, have fun, do what you need to do, and just like don't ruin it for others. But when it comes to conventions, like what is the main thing you try to look forward to?
Oh, I go straight you already know. I go straight to either Artist Alleyway or Gamers Alley, and if they ain't got no Chuntum or Project Diva or any type of fighting game that I like, which is Tekken or Street Fighter or I don't know, King of Fighters, they
Mm-hmm.
ain't got none of that in there, I'm walking out, and that's exactly what I did at KatsuCon this year. I walked the fuck out. I said, "This shit lame. All they got is Tekken," and I'm walking the fuck out. I played like one or two matches of Tekken. And I was like, ain't no rhythm games in here. I'm mad. I should have went to
Well,
MagFest. I heard that
well,
there was hella rhythm games.
it actually was though. But the funny part, what you missed though, the rhythm games was like all the way in the back of the bottom left hand side.
No, I literally looked and I didn't see what I wanted.
No, I saw you. You didn't look at the whole thing. You was in there for like a mere 10 minutes. You did not go to that left side one bit. You was focused on the right side and you came back
No,
out.
because I remember it being on the right side last year. Last year it was always on the right side, telling me that there were rhythm games. I didn't see no motherfucking rhythm games.
It was rhythm games because I'm not smoking that badly. So, because
Where
I'm
did they have Project Diva?
actually, yeah, on the left side. But they brought it for that
Then they
Saturday.
hid that shit from me because I was lurking.
They didn't hit it from you. You walked in there.
No, I was lurking.
You walked in there 3 times,
You
Kayla.
know what? You know what? You know what? We'll just say is God's way of protecting me from evil. Because what was in there evil?
First of all, me and a couple other your close friends are protecting you from evil. God is too. So you're right though. But it's just like,
Because
listen,
that person also loves Hatsune Miku. So maybe it was just God's way of protecting me from evil.
I'm a dumbass because I literally forgot that I was Hatsune Miku. Oh shit. So if somebody said in cosplay they want to get started but they don't know where to begin, what would you kind of recommend them?
Um, I would say go for the cheapest option. Oh, did I freeze? Damn, I
Yeah.
did. Yo. Oh, it's because I got my phone on the charger. That's why.
Got them frozen technical difficulties.
Okay, there we go. Now that my phone is off the charger and not overheating, I would say that you can either, well, damn, we got these tariffs on us now. It's a hard time to start. I'm sorry, baby girl. You're gonna have to craft something. You're gonna
Well,
have to craft something. You're gonna have to learn how to sew. You're gonna have to learn how to mold shit.
so do they realize the tariffs have to go through the Supreme
Thrifting.
Court first in order to go through? That's what people are
They
forgetting.
are they already kicked in. They hit on Sheen, did they not?
No, they didn't. I don't think so. Let me
I
check.
thought they did.
So
Because
like,
I haven't tried to order anything on Sheen after I heard they hit Sheen.
I just ordered something on Amazon. My price is still the same.
Really? Okay, so run to Amazon. It's fine. It's a cheap alternative.
And
Or
When I looked on Temu, price is still the same because they're going to give you deals regardless of the tariffs.
oh hell yeah, so run to AliExpress. But they're hitting websites like Easy Cosplays. Don't go to those websites.
I was going to get
Don't
my.
go to Easy Cosplays because one Easy Cosplay is racist. Easy Cosplay is racist.
Let me guess, they gave you the wrong size or something.
No, no, no. Easy Cosplays is racist. They posted somebody doing blackface, and I was like, I can't believe I just witnessed that on my feed. It's somebody cosplaying like a Chinese person cosplaying in blackface. I was like, mm,
Okay.
mm.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, you heard it from Miss Kayla. You better get the selling. What do you think is more applicable, homemade, generic, or commission cosplays?
If you got the money for commission, then you better blow your back out because commissions are really good. If you find like a really good commissioner, make them pockets hurt. Because
Jesus.
commissioners, I really like doing commissions. Like I've done a few, and my friends I've commissioned from them. Oh, God bless my friend, Custard. She did my Ada
That's,
Wong wig. I don't know her tag, but I know her
is
name
it
on
custard pudding?
Custard Pudding, something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so sweet. She's in the DMV area. So, she did my Ada Wong wig, and she also did my Starfire wig. God bless her soul. She ate that. Oh, and she shipped it so pretty. I was like, here's my address. Uh, I
I
don't know
can't
how you supposed to ship it out, maybe with the head and stuff like that, with the little bops in it or something. She
I
made it
can't
look so pretty.
I can't do wigs worth shit, but I can do a meme wallet though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I'm trying to hurry up and finish like patenting for like patent for products and stuff since the Origin of Shogun is literally coming out next year or 2027. So I'm like just testing out different prototypes and stuff. So I can do a mean wallet, but like wigs and stuff, I'm gonna leave that to either Jamon or somebody else I know.
I've done a couple of my friends' wigs too. Like I try to do some favors. Like my friend Pat, I did his Aki wig for Chainsaw Man. He was like, "This is the best wig ever. It looked nice." I was like, "Thank you. It only took me 15 minutes. It didn't need that much." I was like, I tried doing the little hairspray trick where you spray it on your fingers and then you point
Yeah.
it. I was like, I don't know what I was doing, but I was trying to cook.
Mm-mm-mm. You since you've been cosplaying all these characters, do you have like a dream cosplay that you're trying to do?
I just made a post about that. I'm so glad you asked. Oh my God, I just made a post about that. I was like, what do y'all think my dream cosplays are? Think like
Because
early Y2K or mid Y2K to like 2010s.
you already did. You say okay because you already did Ada Wong because that was the first thought that came to mind because I already seen your post on that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this straight. I never even watched the gameplays, never even play the games.
That's
Don't know.
that
Don't know. I'm a faker.
because like I was thinking because like are we talking about just any anime or just like
I'm talking about the downright horrendous, like ecchi animes.
oh Jesus.
I'm
Don't
talking about from Y2K to 2010s.
if you talking about ecchi, I was gonna say why not do Akano Himajima from High School DxD.
I didn't like High School DxD. I didn't like it. I couldn't catch a grip
Okay.
to
No,
it.
no, 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 no. What was the reason?
I didn't like it because them big old titties were in the way. I was like, okay, too
And
much
you the one that
ecchi.
mentioned ecchi first. Really?
I like light ecchi. You got to think light ecchi, like
What
you
about
know some. There
Rosario
you go. There you
Vampire?
go. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's one of
Or
my
what
dream
about
cosplays.
you can't be really talking about light ecchi if you saw Sakurai.
What's that?
Sakurai is just basically Pokemon but with women. It's
Nah,
a
I didn't see that.
here's the thing. It's a good anime. It's really funny though. But it's just like it took me a minute to put two and two together. And I was just like, oh, this is just basically Pokemon, but with fine women. Like it's not
I,
on
I'm I'm
you
like
you
rewatching half of the
you,
shit that I grew up with, to
you
be
got you
honest
got,
with you.
it literally grew up around it literally grew up around that time. So like because I don't think the anime came out like around 2012. Like, yeah, like first season around 2008, second season around 2010. So it hasn't been a new season since. The manga is done. So I'm still waiting for a new season for that. But it's a good anime though. But it's like it has like heart and edgy and stuff like that. Besides one character who's the wind girl, Kazehana, she's the freaky one. So
Mm.
but it's good though. But
I
like
want to cosplay like, oh, I'm so sorry for cutting you off.
no, you good.
I want to cosplay like S rank Mocha Akashiya, down packed to the T, bro. I'm trying to find shit
On
on
that
the
Chahe from Solo
like.
Leveling.
Oh, Jamon did solo leveling, right?
Yeah.
I haven't watched that shit yet. I heard it's good.
Oh, it's great. I'm in Soul Level and Ragnarok manga, but I recommend that because I was thinking Chahe from Soul Leveling or because this manga don't have an anime yet, but it's called Kagurabachi.
Mm,
That is hella good. So
mm,
Kagurabachi is a good one because it said it got confirmed for the anime adaptation. You
mm.
can do
I'm still thinking like old Y2K because I wanna do the ones that I wanted to do since I was 12, like the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Lucky Star,
oh,
freaking what's another one? Oh, Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan.
Heaven's Lost Property.
I was literally about to say that. I was literally about to say that.
That literally popped in my head.
Cause that's the type of crackhead shit that I was on when I was 12. I was like, what is this? This dude is obsessed with underwear and he got an angel in his house. Okay, I guess.
I
Wait, but the
was.
plot is actually funny and hilarious. They
What
ain't gotta be
about
naked all the time. I really don't care. I just want to see if she's okay.
what about Baka Monotagiri?
Baka. No, I thought you were about to say Baka and Test.
I was
Baka
thinking
to the
that too.
test.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
High School of the Dead. I really want to be that pigtailed, pink-haired bitch with the glasses.
And you're saying that, and you saying DXD has a lot of etchy. Stop.
No, if I would tell people, why watch High School DxD when you can watch High School of the Dead? Same kind of platform.
No, no, no. But you got 4 seasons of DXD. You just got one in the High School of the Dead, so it
And
is a
an
reason.
OVA. And an OVA, bro. There was an
Listen,
OVA.
I'm still waiting for season 2, but might not get that because the creator's dead. It's all up to his brother now. That's that. Yeah. Let me not. Let me not. But what about what came out back in the day? What about Cash? It's called Casher and Sins. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's like an old school back in the day anime. Because obviously we know Soul Eater. Um, do you know Monster?
I tried reading it because somebody gave me the manga for a second. And I was like, this is a thick ass manga.
Oh, come on, you can't tell me you know Hell Girl.
Hell Girl. I heard of it.
That's a good one. Sword of Stranger is definitely a good
Huh?
recommendation too.
Okay.
Yeah, Sword of
Sorry.
Stranger. No, no, you good. Sword of Stranger is a very good one if you love samurai sword. I mean shows.
Oh, I got you one. XX Holic.
I haven't seen that in a decade.
XX Holic, bro.
Obviously, we all love Orin High School Host Club. We all love
Of
that.
course. Fruits Basket. That was like one of my lineups from my first ever anime NYC
Aren't they
after
come?
COVID. I was Kyo Soma Genderbend.
Aren't they coming out with a movie? Oh no, that's High Q. Never mind.
No, they are coming out with a movie for Fruits Basket.
Mm. You know
Just different
how
characters from the new manga that they made.
you know how long it's been since I read anything Fruit Basket related? It's been years. It's
Hmm.
another one called Steam Boy. That's a good one. Lovely Complex. That's another one. Uh, Ghost in the Shell, but the standalone complex one.
Somebody told me to watch Blue Lagoon or Black Lagoon,
Blue,
whatever.
Blue Lagoon.
Yeah.
Which fate is this? Fate Stay Night. That's a good one.
Everyone keeps on telling me to jump on Fate Stay, and I'm like, I don't know where to start. One,
Uh,
I don't know if it's worth it. Two,
no, it's worth
and
it. Let me
three, I heard that there was incest and then child pornography. I don't want to get into that. Uh-uh.
not
That's
to my
weird.
not to my knowledge, and that I don't think is that. Hold
There were
on.
two little children kissing when I tried watching one
Oh
episode.
yeah, I didn't watch that series.
I was like, what?
No, I
I was
saw.
so confused.
So I didn't finish that series because of that specific scene, but technically they're not kids, but they're adults. Does not like it makes it any better.
It
So,
don't make it any better. Japan needs to
so,
wake up.
so the only thing I can recommend is Fate Stay Night. That's a good one. Uh,
It started off that series started off as a light novel game, right?
yeah, it's confusing, just like Kingdom Hearts.
See, I never got into Kingdom Hearts as a kid. You know what I was playing as a kid?
Probably Devil May Cry.
I never played that either. But I really want to cosplay Lady. See, I'm a poser.
See, the only way I can like see, you're gonna have to skip through a lot if you want to skip that specific one. But
I heard I have to play 3 or 4 to see Lady.
three. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
3.
definitely three.
3.
And then because like with the Fate, you're gonna start with Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, and then you're gonna the third one, Passage Flow. You're gonna have to skip one episode just in case you see that specific scene. And then Fate, Stay Lost, Butterfly, Spring Song, then Zero, and that's pretty much it for the meantime until they come out with this next movie. So it's confusing, but for somehow, some way, I managed to get the story correct. Better than Kingdom Hearts. I've been playing that series since 2002. Um,
Damn.
um, House Moving Castle is a very good one.
Oh,
Cause
that's cute. I love
cause
that.
cause that's made by that's made by Miyazaki that did
Yep.
Studio Ghibli. Yeah,
I love Studio Ghibli
A
movies.
Girl That Left Through Time. That's a good one. Obviously we all know Cowboy Bebop.
Of course. My friend Cal cosplays what's his name? Spike Spiegel all the time. He loves Spike Spiegel.
You ever seen Parasite?
Parasite. I tried watching like a little bit of it and I was like, "Hey yo,
You can't say
I
you
don't
can't say that
like
anime's too
I
gory.
know. Like I can't not watch it and giggle the fuck out. The theories,
I
the
was about to, I was
theories.
about to say you can't say that anime's violent if you watch Girl in Lagoon. Yeah,
Oh, I really want to finish watching Gurren Lagann.
you didn't
I
finish
really
that
want
yet.
no, because I remember at the time when I was trying to watch it, right? They cut it off of Netflix. I was like, why you take it off? And
I
then
think
now
it's
they finally put it back on, so now I can watch it. But I think they redubbed it over,
I
so it don't
think
sound right.
I think it's on Crunchyroll if you got Crunchyroll.
But I was watching it on dubbed because I was supporting the dub at the time.
Hold on, let me check my Crunchyroll. So see.
Imagine like the funniest thing is that another one that I want to cosplay off of, Chobits. I want to do Chobits,
That's a good one.
but Gurren Lagann, I don't know.
Mm.
They took it off of Netflix for some time, and I got pissed off, and I was like, now I don't even remember what episode I left off of. All I know is that that dude died, and he was trying to make up for him
Oh
dying, and he was trying to do his task on being a
no,
leader.
no, you left off at episode. You left off at episode 14. I remember that. Hold on. Let me see if Gurren. Oh yeah, Gurren Lagann's on Crunchyroll. Yeah, Gurren Lagann is on Crunchyroll. I got you. Cool.
Hey,
I'll just let you borrow mine. Um, yeah, I knew we was gonna get sidetracked. Fuck. I mean, you've been cosplaying since you was 12, so that's about 14 years. Well, no, technically 16 now.
No, I haven't been. I've been on AliExpress since I was 12, but I've technically been cosplaying since 2019.
I was messing with you. Okay. So about 6 years. All right,
hmm
cool. I mean, obviously you said your favorite part of cosplaying. You got any like dream photo shoots and you want to do like in the snow or
Mm,
something?
well, I just got my A2 cosplay from Near Automata, so
Don't you dare cosplayer.
I really want to lose enough weight so I could cosplay her.
You look
And
don't do this with me on live right
no, I got a
now.
belly lip and muffin top galore. I need to get
What's
rid of that shit. I haven't even tried the cosplay on. That's how self-conscious I am. I'm like, what if that shit rips down
no,
to the
no,
crack?
no
I'ma be
judgment.
so sad.
No judgment. I'm self-conscious of my thighs, so it's understandable.
So I wanna do a photo shoot like in a abandoned warehouse,
Hmm.
like a abandoned house or some shit, somewhere that looks like rural.
Well,
Like
you're gonna have to rent one out because
rent one out. Ain't no way. I live in the suburbs.
you're
I
gonna
could
have to.
find some abandoned house. There's abandoned houses here all the time.
And
People
you
get
pretend
evicted
like
all the time.
and you pretend like cameras don't exist.
Ain't no cameras here, boy. I live in Westchester County.
Damn, you all the way out there?
Yeah. I live in
Jeez.
Westchester County. I could find that shit easily. Go to Yorktown Heights. That's about an hour drive from me. I could find that shit.
Damn, I haven't been there in like 2 decades. Jesus. Okay. Mm. Okay. When it comes to cosplay, are you a perfectionist or willing to sacrifice accuracy?
Ooh, I'm such a perfectionist. Like I won't put nothing on till I got all of it put together. And like I that's also why I won't try on my A2 cosplay till I get the
Mm-hmm.
wig. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to wait until I get her wig, and then I'll
Hmm.
style the wig up.
Yeah.
And like, since I'm a makeup artist, like I take like every con I go to, I take it so seriously, like as if I'm at a makeup gig. I tell people, I go like, I'm not gonna party. I have to wake up early. I take it as if I'm at a job. I'd be like, I can't do this shit. Y'all have your fun. I gotta wake up at 7 to do my makeup. They go like, why do you wake up so early? Cause I have to do an hour worth of makeup, bro. Like I need to look beat. This face needs to be beat. I need to have glitter galore. Do you not understand the what I'm putting down? You're not picking up what I'm putting down.
A friend sent this question, but I don't think I should say this. So he said, he said, his dumbass said, if we were to do a cosplay together, what anime would you think in mind? I just flat out said Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto days.
Like
I haven't
the
watched it, but I've
the
been seeing like
just think about it. Like you got the Starbucks thing on, like the yellow shirt. Like it's so simple. I was thinking that.
yeah, I haven't seen it, but I want to watch it since it's already on Netflix,
I read the
just for
manga.
the sole purpose of that one girl dressed in all black with black hair, and she got that chainsaw.
You wanna do
I want to
her?
be her. I want to be her. I want to be her so bad. She gives off cunt energy, bro. I saw somebody cosplay her to the T on TikTok. I was like, who is that bitch? I want to be that bitch. She's cunt. I need
So,
to be her.
so technically, you're agreeing with me on Sakamoto Days. I figured you
Yes,
were.
I just want to be her. I want to be her
No,
so bad.
Sakamoto Days. It's a funny ass anime, but as I'm gonna say the moment one character comes into play, this is gonna get very serious because he's like he's like the Gojo of that anime. Like he's a
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That one white hair dude.
the old man. Yeah.
No, not the old man, like the other guy that goes like, "Where's Sakamoto?" or something
No,
like
no,
that.
no,
Where
no,
the
no, no,
TikTok
no,
dude that voice acts him
no.
is in.
I'm talking about old man Takemura, the old dude.
Mm.
That was my point. But no, I'm talking about old man Takemura. Like that dude was basically the Gojo of the
Yakuza?
well, it's not the Yakuza, the anime, it's called the Ja.
Okay.
So basically at the time he was the strongest, and technically he still is the strongest now. So basically with him, it's like, okay, like he's very quiet, keeps to himself, but the moment somebody messes with him, it's bad. So it's just like he just walks around with his katana, I mean, with his cane, but low key, that's a katana he always been using.
Mm.
And I don't know if Sakamoto Days like superhuman anime or supernatural or something like that. But the first time they introduced this dude, like he will listen to you, right? And then the moment he saw a fly, he chopped off the hood of a freaking car just to get that fly.
Oh,
And then
goaded.
and then like everybody was so scared, and the girl was like, the girl that you was talking about was just like,
Just let him have it.
mm-hmm. And then he just left after that. So that's the character that, because as of right now, it gets very serious. Like the first few seasons is gonna be funny though, but the moment he comes in, oh yeah, it's gonna be a wrap. Okay, so we agreed on Sakamoto Days because it's
I
like a
will
dude.
literally get so much card. Look, I have new friends now that I met all because I went to KatsuCon. He
Mm-hmm.
told me that my friend Lewis, oh, God speed to him, bro. He said he will teach me how to craft shit. I'm going to hit him up. I'm going to show him that prop. I'm gonna be like, how are we gonna make this? And I want it to spin because he made a killer Chainsaw Man head that spits out fog. I don't know how he did it, but
So,
I'm gonna
so
hit him up. I'm gonna be like, Lewis, hey
you
yo,
so
how
you
can I
try,
craft this?
so you're trying to craft that weapon that she has, right?
Yes, and I actually like physically want to learn how to do it. I'm not gonna tell him like I'll ask him to help me bit by bit, but I want to learn how to make it myself. Cause it looks like it just takes like a couple cardboard boxes, bro. And I need to learn how to make it spin.
Well, hate to be that. Well, that's one, but hate to be the bearer of bad news. But she has six of weapons to go from.
She got 6 weapons. They're only showing
So
one of them in the anime.
so they're only showing one so far, but she has because I think she can change that specific one to a different weapon.
Okay.
So technically, it's the same one, but she got six. I don't think doing, making that cosplay is gonna do it like that. But but yeah.
Okay, so let me be not niche and read the manga or see bits and pieces of the manga to see her other weapons and be like, "Hey, yo, I'm built different."
Well,
You
once
know?
you once you finish watching the anime, you and like or finish watching part two. Well, you probably past that now, but like after you finish watching the anime, you're gonna have to read out what chapter 76, and then 76 and so on, because that's technically part two where they'll introduce talking more and more of the other girl too. So it's
Okay.
it's a lot you're gonna have to read and go through, but
Okay.
she's not a complicated character to do because I'm sure you probably have a
I
black dress
like her
somewhere.
fit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
No,
sure
I ain't got a fit like that. I only got like short
you
dresses.
don't
I
got the
never
thing that
like
covers her face.
no, that veil is something that like brides wear. So like
So you're gonna have to go to a bride
yeah,
store to
no,
get one.
no, it's okay. I'll find it off of Amazon, AliExpress, or something.
I'm
But I
stupid.
got a corset, so I'm pretty sure that could play off.
Wait, that was a course. Oh, that was a corset she had on. I'm stupid.
I got a corset, so that could play off, and it's black too. So I got like part of it. I'm pretty sure I could find a dress like that off of Shein or something like that.
Talk about it. That's a freak. That's a freaking corset she had on. I was not paying attention. Oh, that is a corset she has on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
okay. I waist train myself to make that corset fit too. I'm ready. I am ready.
Okay. Okay. So technically, oh yeah. So technically, I'm right. That weapon can form into different ones. Okay. She wears all black. I got the corset around her waist. Technically, that weapon is a dark chainsaw. And she has the second most kills in this damn anime. Figured. Because that's reading the manga, she was murking everybody. But yeah, that okay, that makes sense. So we agreed on Sakamoto days. I mean, I don't know. I probably had to get a wig and cosplay that blonde
We
hair
gotta
beauty.
get Jamon in this too.
See, I was talking about Javon with Sakamoto days though, but it's just like
He
what
said,
it.
nah, tell him I'm
No,
in on it.
no, it's not that. He knows I don't follow rules when it comes to that. It's just like if I see a specific character I like, I'm gonna say F everything else and cosplay that character. But yeah, I can do that dude, that long haired dude that's always with her. I just gotta get a blonde wig though. But technically, what was the other question? What was like some of the best memories you had while in cosplay?
While in cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I have so many. I have so many, bro. Oh my
But
gosh.
okay, like your favorite one.
My favorite one. Hmm. I think I always think back to like it wasn't technically cosplay, but it
Mm-hmm.
kind of was. I was Sydney from Scream on Halloween.
Oh yeah.
And it was like 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, 2, 3 years ago. 2023, I think. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Um, I went to the city with Felipe and a couple other friends to meet up with them at K-Town. And
Mm-hmm.
Crystal was there. Crystal and Killer Cause. I don't know if you know Killer Cause. I don't know if he's still in the scene anymore. I don't know what happened to him. His Instagram's gone. I miss my buddy. But
Ah.
we all chilled. Estelle Milk Tears was there too. I even invited some of my college friends to sit down and have dinner with us before we go. But Kay was like, "Hey, my place is having a party and it's a costume party." And well, she didn't even say it was a costume party. She was like, "Do you guys want to have drinks and karaoke night? We could do
Mm-hmm.
karaoke." I was like, "Oh, that sounds nice." We get up to the place. She says, "This is where I work at." I was like, "This is a whole ass fucking club, bro. I thought you said that we are going to do karaoke and have drinks." She's like, "Yeah, it's in the back." I was like, "Ain't no back but the bathroom, bro." And everyone's hurling up and I don't know what's going on. So we were just dancing in the corner and she was on stage because she dances for the club. I don't even know if that club is open anymore, but she told me she used to work there. And she's like, "Yeah, you guys can get in for free. Bag check is just $5. Have fun." I was like,
Hmm.
"Okay." It was fun, but mind you, biddies were throwing up and getting rushed out by management so they could throw up outside, not inside the club. Either that or they were just flat out drunk. It was the craziest Halloween night ever. And
Is
Me and Felipe couldn't stay any longer because we were about to miss our last train. When I tell you, those shoes are still with me to the day I die. I ran in them shoes, high heel shoes, from K-Town all the way to Grand Central, not to miss my train. And we didn't miss our train. But Felipe is the known person. Every single party he goes to by himself, he always misses his train. Me, however, I never miss my train. I gotta make sure I don't miss my train.
yeah. I try not to miss my train, but it's been a couple of occasions where I'd have missed the train. I think it was one occasion where we almost it was pulling off, and then my friend, I don't know, he's buff as hell, but he got a good human throwing ratio is what I call it. He threw me to the point where I grabbed the back of the freaking train. I was like, oh, okay, that made more sense. But yeah, it's just like I never did anything like that ever again because like I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna Uber back because yeah, tripping.
Yeah, I always joke around with Felipe. I'd be like, "Bro, why do you always miss the train and you gotta stay there till 5 a.m. to the next train
Oh
on
no,
the next day?"
he knows the reason. He just don't want to say it.
Yeah.
Because my
Oh,
obvious reason is just like if I'm coming to a convention, I'm going to party. At the end of the day,
last
I ain't gonna.
party, yeah.
But
Last
yeah,
party, he didn't mind. I'm so sorry. Oh.
no, you good.
Last party, he didn't mind missing the train because there was an after party. So he just went somewhere random. He told me somebody's uh birthday party at their
Mm-hmm.
place.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Yo, I stood there till 9 a.m." I was like, "Oh my
Mm-mm-mm.
God, you're crazy. I can't stay up till the next day. Those days are long past me."
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing, but you never know. But mm, is that it on my end? Yeah, yeah, that's technically it on my end because I really don't talk or have anything in mind until something really comes up because when I be telling people when I talk about cosplay, like things be or just have a cosplayer on board, like the conversations be getting like sidetracked in a hurry. So I'm like, okay, cool. All right. Well, yeah, but I think it's good to end it on a good note here. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, oh, you pretty much answered all my questions and with a quick, abrupt and a hurry, but thank you for technically everybody that's been paying attention to season three for like the last what year or months or whatever. But yeah, just thank you for Miss Kayla joining me. I appreciate you. And thank you for everybody for paying attention to season three, but pay attention to season four on September 19th. And yeah, we're gonna be having fun and everything right there.